My name is Kevin Griffith. I'm in the class of 2014. I'm majoring in engineering sciences, specifically engineering modified with chemistry. Over the winter quarter of this year, 2013, I went back home to live in Southern California, where I'm from, and an engineering alum who was a 97 actually reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to intern for him working at his medical design. It was like a medical device design firm. And so I very quickly said yes. I ended up living at home, getting meals from my mom. I also would go into work about 3 days a week and work from home about 2 or 3 days a week as well. And really do a lot of programming, a lot of design work using CAD systems, also a lot of different prototyping work. So I built a 3D printer over the course of the winter term, and we now use it in-house for our company. I think there were a couple really nice parts about the job. First was it was a very small company. So the alum that asked me to join is the founder of the company, and there's only a handful of people that work there. And so all of the things that go along with working at a startup that I never really realized. So first being the fact that if hours are super flexible. So I could work Monday through Friday 9 to 5 if I wanted to, or I could work take Tuesday off and go to Disneyland on Tuesday, and then on Saturday I could just work 4 or 5 hours during the day instead. And I did that actually probably more often than I should have, but that was one of the great things about working at a small, really flexible startup company. Another thing I liked a ton was the culture of a small company. So I wasn't stuck doing the same cubicle type work every day. My work varied from doing electrical engineering to mechanical engineering to marketing. I was doing some market research for a couple weeks because we needed to see what the market was like for some of the different products we're making. So my work was so diversified. I never had a boring day because I felt like I was learning a ton in addition to just providing the company with something valuable. Well, I guess I was a little surprised at how easy it was, especially because so many people seem to feel confined to the box of recruiting on campus. And I, for some reason, never really even thought about recruiting. And so what I did was, it was really nothing that I did right. It was just that I happened to be in the right place at the right time. And I never wrote a cover letter or resume or anything. And so it was a little surprising because it was such an unofficial way to get a job. But then once you got the job, it was just as official as if you had gone through corporate recruiting. So I guess what was surprised me, and also something that I learned through the process, was there's a lot of different avenues to getting a position at a company you really like. And a lot of students, myself included, never really understand that until it just sort of happens to you. I think everyone gets bombarded with this advice, but it's probably worth bombarding. And that is, just do something that you think you're going to enjoy for 3 months. Because, I'll be totally blunt, I have no desire to do analytics of mass number crunching, which is a pretty common job for students, especially coming out of technical majors at Dartmouth, and also a path that I think we get conditioned into thinking is what we're supposed to be doing. But my advice is do something you really want to do. And for me, it wasn't a number crunching analysis type job. And even though you might feel like you're breaking the mold a little bit, it's totally worth it.